Okay, what is a mole? That's what we're going to talk about here. So in chemistry, it's a little something different than what you might hear from a biologist. They're like, oh, it's a little furry subterranean alpha predator. If you're like, oh, moles aren't that intimidating, be a worm. Try being a worm and then tell me a mole isn't scary. Or what's that movie? City of Ember. Watch City of Ember and tell me a mole isn't terrifying. All right. Either way, it's a little bit different in chemistry. So it's not a little mammal that scurries around, makes little dirt mounds in your yard or whatever. In this class, a mole is a number. All right. So that's what it is. That's what it all boils down to. What is a mole? A number. All right. End of video. Done. Boom. Cut. Fastest video of the class. All right. Well, we can elaborate a little more. So what do I mean by it's a number? Like, I think you're all familiar with what a dozen is, right? It's 12. You get a dozen eggs, 12 eggs. There's a dozen people on the bus. There's 12 people on the bus. What else is there? Oh, you can say couple. Yeah. How many felonies do you have? Oh, a couple. Well, that means two. You have two felonies. All right. So, there's a few other. Sometimes a few is considered three, so on and so forth. So what is a mole? How many of something is a mole? All right. Well, it is 6.022 times 10 to the 23. And you can always sneak in a few more digits. A lot of times I just call it 6.02 because I'm a lazy chemist. So if you have a mole of eggs, you have 6.022 times 10 to the 23 eggs, which is more than enough eggs to thoroughly destroy the planet. In fact, you'd probably take out the solar system, probably the whole known galaxy or universe with that. That's enough eggs to just destroy everything. And then probably the worst part is you'd also have to take care of at least half as many chickens to get that many eggs. So good luck with that. So things like a dozen and a couple, where they come from, well, it's language stuff. Dozen is also the same reason there's 12 inches in a foot. You can cut it in half, third, quarter. Amazing, state-of-the-art, dark ages technology taking place there. Cutting edge, all right? So what about a mole? Like, that's a weird number. Why is that a weird number? It's not convenient. I'll say that right now. It's not a convenient number. So this is also known as Avogadro's number, by the way. He's the guy that measured this. Avogadro was a busy man. He has a number. He has a gas law. He has a few other things. He has the dumbest gas law. I make fun of his gas law all the time. It's like, oh, more gas takes up more space. Good job, Avogadro. Way to go. But the number is actually incredibly important. So I would like to get a number someday. That would be pretty cool. I think all the good ones are taken. I don't know what's left. If I get some stupid number like how many clowns you can fit in a Fiat or something. Alright. So, Avogadro's number. Where does it come from? So I said he had to measure it. I already have tipped my hand a little bit on this. So this is a relationship here. This is how many AMU equal 1 gram. So AMUs, remember when we use the periodic table, it's atomic mass unit, right? So we had this, set of stuff for when we're talking about atoms. But then we have our SI, our scientific unit over here. They're not the same. But if I have a bunch, this is a lot of AMUs, by the way. I get a gram. So, what is a mole? It is this number of stuff. This relationship's really important because what does it mean? Well, if I have 6.022 times 10 to 23 protons, they weigh about 1 AMU each. I have 1 gram. And we're going to really build on that in the next video. But first, I just want to introduce what a mole is. Here you go, Avogadro's number. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'll leave it here. And then we'll have 2 more videos in this section. One of them where I talk about how we can apply this to atoms and molecules, and the next one we could do a little bit of math with it at the very end. So, don't be intimidated. It's a number. It's a weird number. You don't have to memorize it. You can always look it up when you need it. And yeah, so I'll keep this one short and sweet.